everyone, my name is Rafal and I would like to welcome you to my YouTube channel. Before we jump into today's topic, I just want to give you a quick update about this channel and talk a little bit about a little challenge which I put myself into. So I've been thinking about this YouTube channel for a little bit and I feel like this channel is a little bit inconsistent. The videos, they are all over the place, and even though I'm trying to do my best to provide you some interesting content, I'm looking forward to create something which is going to be more, I would say, creative, more interesting, and also give you a little bit more value. Something which you guys can use for your own work and help you to take your headshots to another level. So again, I was putting a lot of thought into it, and what I've decided to do, and this is what I put myself into, I've decided to put myself into the challenge where I would love to create 100 videos, and each video would give you, I would say, a little bit of different ideas for different backgrounds. So what I'm planning to do, I would like to do 100 unique and different creative backgrounds for your headshot. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to pull this off, but again, I just want to make sure that you guys keep me accountable, because I just want to officially promise that's what I'm planning to do for the next year or so. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to squeeze this in 1 year, but hopefully that's the kind of the best case scenario. So this is my goal, and again, hopefully I'm going to be able to do that. And what I would like to do, and today would be the first video, and I would like to start with something which is very simple, something which is something not as complicated. As I said, I have some kind of crazy ideas which I would like to share with you, but I want to start slow and then kind of with the time building with some kind of, you know, different ideas, different things to help you to, I would say, make backgrounds which gonna have different colors, different patterns, different shapes, different lighting. And again, I hope this is gonna be something which definitely bring you a little bit more value. I know a lot of photography channels these days, they talk about equipment and lighting, and it seems for me that this entire creative process was kind of shift to the side, and not too many YouTube channels they talk about it. I know a lot of those guys, they like to analyze which cameras are better or which lens is better. So I've decided to kind of take this to kind of different level and switch it to something which is going to be more interesting. Hopefully, I'll see how it goes, but that's my goal. Okay, so today is the first video, and as I said, I want to start with something which is very simple. So I want to share with you guys really basic concept and using for your backgrounds colorful paper. And I've done some shoots in the past where I used colorful paper, and what I like about colorful paper, there's a lot of things. First of all, one of the most, I would say, important things for many photographers, especially these days, this background is very inexpensive. You can actually get this for a few dollars and you can create some very interesting backdrops. You can pick up different colors, you can pick up different tones, and you can create something very unique. The one tip and advice I would like to share with you guys, whenever you go to like a professional photography stores, those paper backdrops, they fairly expensive. Like, I've done some comparison and I look at the prices and I was shocked, because for some roll of papers you pay $40 up to $100, where you can get the same type of paper basically for a few dollars in Walmart or Michaels or any of those crafty stores, which they sell them for, as I said, like very little, and you don't have to spend a lot of money. Not to mention that for the headshots you really don't need big sizes. Technically, based on my calculations and the way I use them, you need pretty much 1.5 meter high and about 2.5 meter wide. That's it, all you need, and you can create some interesting backdrops. The one thing what I want to mention to you to kind of give you a little bit, or I would say advice, what kind of paper is worth it to purchase, because I've actually tested a bunch of them. And you need a paper which is fairly matte. You don't need anything which is glossy, because you're gonna get pretty much a lot of those hot spots, and you're gonna get a lot of, I would say, shadows and a lot of those kind of pockets of lights on the background, which they're not gonna give you this, I would say, even colorful background. It's going to be a little bit all over the place. So that's what I've learned. So if you're going to purchase paper, make sure it's fairly matte, because that's going to make your life easier. Of course, if you're going for that type of look where you want to have this background not quite even, with some, I would say, different patterns and stuff, these glossy ones, they definitely they will help you to achieve that. But I think most of the time we need something which is gonna be a little bit more even, and it's not gonna be as distracting. So how we can use that it's pretty easy. There's many ways. Paper background is fairly light, so we can use pretty much like a painting tape, where you can just stick this paper to the wall, or if you have, let's say, background stands, you can also clip it. That's what I've done for my photo shoots most of the time. It's much more quicker, and also you can stretch the paper on the stands, which also gives you this really nice flat surface. There's different ways when it comes to the lighting that background. You don't even have to put additional light if you want to have those colors to pop, and you want to have, I would say, a little bit more saturation, and then make those colors look a little bit more, I would say, vibrant. You can add a little bit of lighting, but if you don't want to, also you can create something without the light, which is going to give you a little bit more darker tones and a little bit of moody. So what I would suggest when it comes to that, play with it. The one idea, if you want to have this background more lit up, you can bring your subject closer to the wall. If you want to have this background to be a little bit more darker, you have to move your subject away from the background, and again, you don't have to use any light. So this is pretty much everything. It's pretty simple and pretty straightforward. As I said, I will show you. I have a couple of those. I have this blue here, so you can pick different colors. As I mentioned, it's really matte tone, so reflects the light really nicely, and it just reflects the light very evenly. There is another one which I have here. It's red. Also, it's pretty neat, and it's the same kind of type of paper, easy to use, and you can use that multiple times. Like, even if something happens to this, like, you don't have to worry to spend hundreds of dollars, because for those rolls, believe it or not, I paid like $3, which I was really shocked, because it was really inexpensive, and they're gonna last for a long time. And another one which I use is kind of like a gray color. The same thing, it's really matte. I really like my surface to be very even. This one is a little bit more professional, as you guys probably can see here. I spent a lot of money on this, but again, I didn't have to. I had no idea that some of the other stores, they can kind of they have the same thing for much cheaper. So again, this is the creative background. I don't think it's creative. It's something which is, I would say, very simple, and most photographers use that. But this is how I would like to start this journey, and hopefully you guys like this idea. If you guys have any photos with colorful backgrounds, feel free to send them over or post them on the group. I would love to see them. I think we can get really creative, and we can create some really cool stuff with colorful paper. So I hope you guys gonna like this. And again, this is something which, as I said, it's really simple, really straightforward, but also extremely effective. If you want to create something different, something unique for your client, and you want to add a little bit of color, get some colorful paper, and you guys can actually get this pretty cool background and create this really interesting mood to your headshot. So if you guys gonna have any specific questions or anything you guys would like to ask, I'll try to make those videos a little bit more, I would say, interesting, and put a little bit more information. I'm not gonna be talking much about the lighting. I will do like a separate video because my lighting didn't change much. It's kind of the same thing over and over again. It's just the backgrounds which I'm trying to work the hardest to create something different. And everyone who is following me, you guys probably know my lighting pretty well, but if you don't, shoot me a message or email or any type of you guys can reach out to me on any social media, and I will link you to those videos where I talk about my lighting. I just want to focus right now on the backgrounds only and give you some kind of cool ideas, and then share with you guys some of those things which gonna make your images look a little bit different and interesting. So thank you for watching, stay tuned, and I'll chat with you guys very soon. Bye bye.